And hello to all my fellow wrestling fans and non-fans alike. Thank you, Wrestling Parking Lot, tuning in with me again today, where I'm going to be talking about a week. What a week. What a hell of a week it has been. But no more surrounding the wrestling world, the world of WWE, than the return of Bill Goldberg on Monday Night Raw and the return of James Ellsworth on SmackDown Live. Yes, but first let's get into the Goldberg news. Goldberg this past Monday made his return after 12 years to the WWE, back to Monday Night Raw, and it was the closing segment. I wasn't really sure where exactly they were going to have this segment, whether they were going to have it in the beginning, in the middle, or in the end. But luckily, I got home just in time to see Goldberg, come through the back, and he kind of like made his way through the back without the security guards, all solo alone, kind of like how he did when he debuted back in 2003 into the WWE. He came through the back, and all the a lot of the wrestlers and all the superstars were there cheering him on. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Big E was just ecstatic. He was doing, hopping up and down, which that made that amusing. But Goldberg wasn't there to play any games. Goldberg marched straight to the ring, and you could feel like the, not tension, but you could feel like the excitement and the build-up, and social media is blowing up as Goldberg's coming onto the ramp, and all the sparks and the fireworks are hitting him in the face and hitting him on the body, and he does the whole thing where he blows the smoke out his mouth, and he does the punching and the kicking, and I completely, once again, I marked out. I lost my shit. Yes, it was incredible to see that once again. And Goldberg comes in and he cuts another badass promo. And let me say this about Goldberg. There's a stereotype of the guy, the big ass kicking machines, the big dudes, that a lot of them aren't great talkers on the mic. I think Goldberg is a pretty good talker on the mic. I don't think his mic skills are that bad. You're not going to compare him to a Ric Flair, a Rock, or a Jericho, but you will say that, the guy holds his own on the mic. A lot of screaming. Bill Goldberg did. And he shouted out his wife and his son, saying that, this is the first time they've seen him in a ring, and he wants Brock Lesnar. And he's saying how he wants to be a superhero for the kids around the world. How he's basically playing on this good guy role perfectly. He's playing a good guy role with the Goldberg twist to it. So you got the good guy, like the hero for the kids, but at the same time you still got the badass Goldberg, the one who's probably got another spear left in him, or another devastating jackhammer. Like, I could get really intense like that, but you know what? I'm gonna calm down for now. I'm gonna let him, do that. But, Goldberg, just the intensity and calling out Brock Lesnar, telling him he didn't have the balls to step up to him. And it was just an awesome moment. Goldberg seems more focused than ever. But a lot of talk is Goldberg ready? Is Goldberg, is he ready to go against Brock Lesnar? Goldberg, a man who he hasn't really been in a wrestling ring, I would say in over a decade. Is he prepared to go back into the ring against a guy who, like Brock Lesnar, who although doesn't wrestle all the time, but has wrestled since he came back to the WWE in 2012, has been fighting. He has fought MMA. The guy has been, Brock is more, he seems more limber. He seems like he's going to be more, used to the ring, as opposed to Goldberg. Not to say Goldberg isn't in shape, but I think that's where Brock's going to have the edge. But we'll have to wait and see. And Goldberg, he said something interesting where he goes, Brock, you're next and you're last. I guess indicating that this may be it for Goldberg. This is the last match and retirement all the way. Yet to be seen. Brock Lesnar will have to respond this Monday night on Raw. That should be interesting. Now, I mentioned not only Goldberg, but there was another wrestler who made his return to WWE. In fact, he made it to SmackDown. That's not the only difference here. It's James Ellsworth. Yes, a lot of people are calling him the most infamous jobber of all time is James Ellsworth, coming back to WWE, coming back to SmackDown after beating AJ Styles the week prior, but this time the WWE World Championship is on the line. And James Ellsworth comes this close with the distraction of Dean Ambrose, of course, but he came this close. And the sweet chin music, or shall I say, everybody's saying the sweet no chin, pun on the look of James Ellsworth, the sweet no chin music, bam, hitting AJ Styles, right, just beautiful. Like, he just, AJ's coming up, and then James Ellsworth, bam, and then he slapped the thigh. It was a hard super kick, and it made the whole place erupted. The place went crazy, and James Ellsworth almost becomes What if James Ellsworth would have became WWE World Champion? I mean, honestly, I think about that, guys. What if James Ellsworth would have become the WWE World Champion? I mean, do you think they would have went that far as to do that? I mean, talk about taking chances. That would have been a chance, and everybody would have loved it, except probably for AJ Styles. But either way, AJ Styles loses the match because he disqualifies himself. And for all my non-wrestling fans, if you do get disqualified in the championship match, you lose the match, but you do not lose the title. So that was the only thing. But James Ellsworth holds 2 wins over AJ Styles. All right, a former champion in Japan, former TNA champion, now the current WWE champion. I mean, that's pretty big. Yet to see. I mean, are they going to use? Let me know what you guys think. Are they going to use James Ellsworth more in the future? Do you think that he's actually going to get a contract to be on SmackDown Live, or do you think this was just a 1-2 time thing? And well, we'll see him again when we see him again. And also let me know about Bill Goldberg. How excited were you for Goldberg's return? And did it bring back the goosebumps? Did it bring you back to the old WCW days? To the old,